What have I done? Just what the shit? So I did not come to this decision lightly. This was like a desperation move at the end. I was sick of it. Vegan for plant-based. You're not vegan, you know. You're just plant-based. I'll concede the vegan title. I was mostly vegan, just with the odd cheat, because I didn't feel very good as the vegan. And I'm like, am I deficient in something? So I would have some things here and there. But for the most part, over 10 years, I was vegan, plant-based, sometimes for 2 years at a time, 100%, no cheats. I tried every way that I could think of to do it, and we'll get into that. We'll get into what I was suffering with, what I did to change it, what happened, how the hell did we end up here, and let's get into it. So first, I have to start off and just admit, I feel fantastic. And within 3 days, pretty much all my symptoms were going away. It's been a rough 30 days, some up and downs, but ups and downs? I'm not saying this is a healthy thing to do long term. I'm not saying you should do it. I don't even feel good promoting it right now. It's just this was a last ditch attempt. It's like, okay, we have to change something. And we'll talk about what I was feeling, the symptoms and everything. But it's like I had to just try this because so many people go on this carnivore diet. It sounds ridiculous, but the number one benefit that everybody reports is digestive health increasing without the fiber. Twilight Zone hippie shit, but it just works. So for those who are new here, and I'm sorry, I know I built up quite a large vegan audience, and it was a very hard decision to make to even try this. And my goal, my plan was just to try it behind the scenes for 30 days, hope that it failed, and then just go back to veganism. But I do deeply apologize to my vegan crew here. I respect you. You can be super healthy as a vegan. You're not gonna see me bash veganism. There's so many healthy, thriving vegans, but when you got the digestive disorders and you're reacting to so many different things in plants, it was just confusing me because I kept reacting to everything. And no matter what I tried, it just wasn't going away. So that's what we're doing. We got rid of all the allergens, and now we have a base. And now I can start adding back in plant foods, and then we see where that takes us. But I just feel relieved that I'm not boxed in. I handicapped myself trying to heal myself all these years in a vegan paradigm. And I wouldn't switch that. I was like, no, it has to be vegan, high fat. No, we can do that vegan. And it's like, all the plant poisons we'll talk about. There are poisons in the plants that I felt in my gut. And the fibers just, I couldn't make it work. So we'll revisit it. But this is working for now. So for those who don't know my story, I'll just briefly sum it up. I started getting stomach pains like in late high school, 17 years old. And I let it get worse and worse to the point where I'm just bleeding. I'm bleeding out. Worst pain ever. And there's nothing worse than having pain inside your body that you can't see. It's a mystery. If you have a cut, it's like, okay, that's terrible. Then you see it a couple days later, it's like, okay, it's getting better. All right, we're good to go. But inside, it's like mysteries. Things like, what's happening in there? I could have a parasite alien body eating my bone. So I went to my doctor. He referred me to a specialist, a gastroenterologist. I got a colonoscopy. I saw it with my own eyes on TV. I'm not sure if they broadcast it live to the rest of the city, but the movie I was watching was terrifying. I could see my colon and I was like, oh my God, that's terrible looking. Like it was all red. I could see the sores everywhere and like white mucus everywhere. I was like, oh my God, I'm dying. What is that? And so I was diagnosed ulcerative colitis, pancolitis, the whole colon. So I was like, okay, we got it. We know what it is. What do I eat? And they're like, diet has nothing to do with this. And I'm like, what the hell are you guys talking about? This is all I've been thinking about for the last several years. It's like, what am I eating that's killing me? What can I eat? I just didn't believe them at all. They're like, you will be on medication for the rest of your life. So don't worry, we're good. And I didn't believe them. But I took their medication. I started feeling a little better in the first 2 weeks, and then it just basically went back to normal. So that spurred this just obsessive mind trying to figure out what I can eat. And we see I still have it. But for those who don't have digestive illnesses like this that were so severe that almost kill you, you'll never fully understand the obsession. So I started researching and trying all these different diets. The first was the soluble fiber diet, and I experienced some relief, but not enough to feel good. And then I tried the SCD diet. That put me in the hospital because I was making my own yogurt, and I realized I'm allergic to dairy. So I wasted down to 110 pounds, and I went to the emergency room because I was like dying. And they gave me prednisone. I was like, I'm not taking this for longer than 2 weeks. That will mess your adrenals right up. But it helped. It's like a miracle drug. It's like, okay, it stopped the flare. And then I got off it. And then I just started researching. And I was diagnosed when I was 21. It wasn't until I was 26 did I finally find a book that helped me. 5 years of obsessive research and trying different things got me nowhere. And so, 26, I remember searching for the last time. I was like, oh, god damn it. Colitis cure in Google. I'm like, I don't even know what the hell. And that book came up, David Klein's book, Self-Healing Colitis and Crohn's. So I tried it. And he's saying I'm toxic. I'm a sewer rat. I'm full of just filth. Clean it out. The medication you're taking is toxic. I've been taking medication this whole time. So for like 5 years, I'm taking medication. And so I'm reading his book, and I'm like, I'm gonna stop the medication. It was scary to do that, but I started tapering down, then I stopped, and I started this fruit diet, and I started to improve. And this is where I get a lot of criticism. People don't understand. The vegan diet helped me so much. I healed so much on that vegan diet. I cured the colitis on the vegan diet, but it wasn't the vegan diet that did it. Although technically it was. Because I was on the vegan plan for 4 years, and then I had the worst flare-up of my life because I cheated on this big block of sheep cheese. Almost killed me. And I finally realized I'm allergic to dairy. That's what was causing it. Once I got rid of dairy in 2012, I never had another flare-up again. So it's like the vegan diet wasn't enough to hold back the odd cheat on dairy. It was getting rid of the allergen that completely saved me. But here's the problem. I didn't feel good at all. I got rid of the bleeding. That was about it. I still had constipation. I still had some pain. It was bearable compared to what I'd been through, but like my energy sucked, my skin was terrible, my teeth were getting sensitive. My mom even said, like, your teeth are brown, you're getting like brown teeth. Not that I have great teeth now, but my god, like my health was not thriving at all. And I started losing faith in the fruit diet because my blood sugar's spiking, I'm exhausted, so I'm still constantly researching during this time. It was hard to break free from the brainwashing because the whole fruit detox theory is why I thought I got better. So I always kept that in the back of my mind, like, oh, you try something else, you're gonna get worse. And I just didn't feel good on the fruit, so I would try other vegan plans. I was on the McDougall diet for like a year straight. People always criticize me. They say, oh, you switch your diet every week. It's like, no. The first 4 years of being vegan, I wasn't even making YouTube videos. So I was like eating a balanced vegan diet at that point. It was mostly fruit, lots of vegetables, sometimes a starch meal at night, some nuts and seeds thrown in there. It's like I'm eating all the food groups eventually throughout the months. It's like balance as much as I can be, but balance is the worst thing to have when you have gut sensitivities. It's like you don't know which food you're reacting to, and these people want to throw you every single food group and just have it all. It's like I'm reacting to a lot of different things. You're going to try to confuse me. balanced diet's not the way to go to heal the gut. You got to get rid of the allergies. So it just became this obsessive journey trying to get better, not feeling good on the fruits, and then searching alternatives. What's the alternative? I did the McDougall thing for a long ass time. I tried high-fat vegan, which I felt best on, but here's where people get confused. I'll say like, oh, I feel so much better. Usually I'm saying that like my energy is good, but no matter what diet I've tried, something always fails. I'll get good digestion, but terrible energy and terrible skin and itchiness and fatigue. But the digestion was pretty good. And then I'll fix that with the high-fat diet, and now I got awesome energy, great skin, good mood, terrible digestion. It's like, shit, like I could never balance it. And I tried so many different ways. The high carb, every macro percentage of fat you could imagine. I've done the no overts, super low fat, 5% fat, increase it to 10, just a little bit, half an avocado, just give me some fat, okay, that's enough. Full avocado, okay, we're going a little bit overboard now, 15% fat, uh-oh. I feel better, but my skin's worse. And I would increase it, and my symptoms go away when I'm up at like 60% fat. I've tried everything in between, and it's like, my God, the high-fat vegan diet makes me feel good, but it destroys the gut. I could never find the balance. I've tried so many different ways. I've done the juice fasts. I've done water fasting, not super long, but I've done a 5-day water fast, 64-hour dry fast. The restaurant cleanse, that was a fun one. That was just me like, I give up. Just whatever. Let's just enjoy ourselves. It had some benefits, but not digestive-wise, and my skin sucked. What a balance, what a journey. I gave veganism my best attempt, and I was supplementing right, taking the B12, sometimes a whole food multivitamin organic. It's like I've tried the probiotics, the digestive enzymes, the papaya enzymes, quercetin. It's like you name it, I've done it. Supplement with the vegan DHA. It's like I could not find the balance of foods. Here's the problem, and I've realized this now. It's a combination of like 6 different things. Too much fiber, irritating the gut. Too much sugar in a vegan diet. I do not feel well on sugar. It just triggers cravings, fatigue all day long. I do better on the fats, but then come into play the oxalates. Am I oxalate sensitive? I don't know. Maybe I should have taken Gojiman's test. How dare you. I don't need it though, because I feel so good now. So there's the oxalate, there's the salicylates. What the hell are those? Those are in everything. Try the low FODMAP. It's like, how do you do a low FODMAP, low oxalate, low salicylate, low histamine vegan diet with no fiber? It's like I'm handicapping myself trying to do it as a vegan. So, you know what inspired me to try this? It wasn't Three Ridge. It wasn't Snake Diet Guy. I just saw a video one day, an interview from Mikhaila Peterson, and her story was just like mine. It's just like we're reacting to everything. She had it even worse than me. Like her hips were replaced. Like she had the worst arthritis ever. And nothing was working for her. And she went on the beef cleanse. And I was like, you gotta be kidding me. I was like, what do you have to lose? This is bullshit. I ain't getting anywhere. So I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna try this. Behind the scenes, we're just gonna do it. If I fail, nobody has to know. Just that didn't work, and then we try to find our vegan path. Now I'm getting a lot of strange accusations here about this, like, oh, he's doing it for the money. What money? Where's the money coming from? People have actually said, how much is the dairy and meat industry paying you? You sell it. It's like, do they pay anybody? They don't pay anybody. Please pay me. It's expensive as shit. Grass-fed beef? Are you kidding me? I just spent like 3,800 baht. That's probably not even enough for the week. People are saying, you're obviously doing this for the views. It's like, I was paranoid about losing all my subs because I built up this vegan base. People are like, oh, this is a publicity stunt. It's like, I'm trying to heal myself. That's all this is. That's all this has ever been. And I've been open about all my struggles. I've never hid anything. Well, I've hid some cheats, but whatever. I was honest about it. I came clean. And so, like, I wonder, are other vegans struggling on YouTube and they're just not saying anything? Because look at the vegan YouTubers that are honest. Me, Vegan Gains, and we're both struggling as shit. Is that a sentence? But Vegan Gains, like, he has a lot of bad gas. His girlfriend, actually, he had to change his diet because he was filling up their apartment with fart air. Like, it was getting bad. She's like, what are you doing? Just ease off those proteins, please. I need to breathe, and our dog is gonna die. But at least he's honest with his struggles. He has depression. He has joint pain. He's super angry at everything. He gets mad at people making a right turn, signaling legally, a legal right turn. He's like, what the fuck is this guy doing? He's turning into Walmart. He wants to buy some lettuce. Leave him alone. So let's get into the beef cleanse. First of all, I want to say, you have no idea how hard it is as a previous vegan to start buying dead bodies. It is not an easy thing. Like, I'm used to going to the markets. Oh, what's that, a mango? Is that ripe? That is ripe. Let's get 10 of those. Just like a cheerful, happy experience. And then I'm like, oh my God. I put a plastic bag on my hand. I have another plastic bag and I'm like grabbing it, it touched me. Oh. It's gross. It's gross. It's disgusting. If you want to make the argument that we're not meat eaters by design because it's gross, we have no appeal to it, it's like, yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. It is disgusting. But I did it. I had to try it. And within the first day, the bloating stopped. And I just had this calmness, a sense of calm. It's like, this is new. This is interesting. I was standing on my balcony at the end of the night and I'm just like, depression lifting a little bit here. Calmness. Some nightmares ahead though. It's a hard adaptation to make. Going from, even though I was on a high-fat vegan thing right before it, that carnivore flu is real. It takes time to adapt. So I was pretty exhausted for the first couple weeks. I was nauseous almost every day. Bowels just flushing out. Diarrhea city. I threw up once. This questionable Thai beef here. You never know what you're gonna get. I was just so nauseous. I was like, oh my God. But it wasn't like full-blown food poisoning. But yeah, I had some struggles. But one thing that never changed was the gut felt amazing for the first time in my life. It's like I could lay down. Before, I would lay down as a vegan and I couldn't relax. If I take a deep breath in, I can feel the fiber in me, just pain, just bloated pain, and I could never fully relax it. And I remember laying down, I think it was the second night after I'd flushed out a bunch of crap. And I'm just laying there like, there's no pain in my gut. Like, what is going on? Right now, 30 days later, I have zero pain ever. Unless I fully, I push in there. I gotta really dig for the pain now. It's like, oh yeah, there it is. But is that a normal thing? I have sensitive spots in my colon still. I can feel it. But I can feel the inflammation going down. And this is why I don't trust a lot of the science and things like Vegan Gains will post, oh, animal products cause inflammation. Look, it's proven by science. And it's like, well, why do I and every other carnivore that goes on this diet, why do they report lowered inflammation in their body? Something else is at play here. It can't just be this science. Science works all the time. So I feel it. feel it melting away. My skin is clearing up. So many things are clearing up. I'm no longer itchy. That was driving me crazy, the itchy scalp from the sugar. That got better on the high-fat vegan diet, but my gut was ruined. So the itchiness goes away. Skin clearing up. I'm constantly breaking out throughout this whole 10-year journey. The high-fat vegan diet came close. It gave me better skin than I have right now. But my gut was terrible. It's never the balance. I need all things to be working here. My teeth are no longer sensitive. They feel strong. It's like they're remineralizing, and I'm getting like no calcium. I don't even understand it. I'm worried. I could have a heart attack in 5 days. I don't know. I don't know that this is healthy long term. I'm not trying to paint it like it is, but it's like a reset. You get rid of all allergens, and the gut will feel better and it will heal, and then you can start experimenting with one food at a time. And let me tell you, did I ever experiment? And it went haywire. I'm 2 weeks into my carnivore thing, and I wanted to add my multivitamin just as a backup. I'm like, what am I doing? I'm deficient in quite a few things here. And I have a really good one, Thorne Research, basic nutrients or extra nutrients. And I took one pill. I start getting knee pain, depression, fatigue, a little bit of gut pain. And I'm like, I didn't even correlate it to the pill. I was like, there's no way that. So I took it one pill a day for a couple days. I start breaking out like crazy, and I'm like back to square one. I'm like, what the hell's going on here? It was a stupid thing to add. You'd think a multivitamin, that's a good thing, but there's like 100 different ingredients in it. What was I reacting to? Who knows? So that's how sensitive I am. I can't even have one little micronutrient. What? That's not a sentence. Things that I didn't even know were wrong with me are healing. Like, I didn't think I had any back pain, but now that it's completely gone, I guess I had a little bit in the lower back there. That's gone. My knee, when I would do pistol squats, it hurt a little bit. I felt some twinking in there, but now it doesn't happen. I'm so much stronger too, it's stupid. I can't believe, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing to what we've done so far on the vegan plan. I was gaining muscle, you can do it, but it was very slow, and it was destroying my gut, all the plant proteins. It's like, oh my God. And now I'm just like, I'm shattering my old records, embarrassingly. Like, I'm moving on, I'm jumping to new exercises. It's like, wow, it's noticeable, and I didn't want that to happen, but yep. Protein is real. Protein is real, my friends. And I was getting as much as I could. Towards the end there, I was eating at least 150 grams a day from all that tofu, but it was scraping me. So it's like, my God, as long as you can handle all those things in your gut, vegan diet is legitimate to build muscle. It can be done. I was doing it slowly, but I have to admit, in my body, animal protein is way easier to digest than the plant protein. It just is. When it comes to satiation, this is a fascinating one to me because I'm eating nothing but beef. And I've tried chicken and fish and stuff like that, and I'm eating organs and I'm making bone broth. I'm trying to do it holistically. The satiation is unbelievable. And one thing I will say, I'm still doing one meal a day. For all the people who keep saying, oh, it's your 1 meal a day diet, that's what's ruining you. It's like, I'm still doing that, and it's easier. It's so much easier now. I'm not hungry at all, ever. I'm just like, I can go forever. I'm fat adapted. It's like, we're healing here, and the fasting is helping me. That's helping offset. If there's negative sides to animal products, that 23-hour daily fasting is helping me with it. And I do plan on doing some more water fasting, some longer term ones, see if I can beat my 5-day record. I still believe in that. I'm not on the steroid hype train where you have to just starving yourself is terrible. Eat, don't go 5 hours without eating. It's like, I believe fasting is great. Autophagy kicks in, You eat your old damaged cells. It's like, it's a good thing. It's a renewal process. So fasting is amazing. But the satiation, I keep getting these comments, you're just doing this for taste. You just wanted to eat meat. It has nothing to do with that. I would much rather eat durian all day long. I promise you durian tastes much better than meat. And it's so different. Durian is way more delicious, but not very satisfying. You can eat 3,000 or 4,000 calories of it. You'll be exploding, so full in the gut, but you're not really satisfied. You could still eat, you want to eat, and you're gonna eat later that day probably. If you try to go 23 hours till your next meal, you're gonna be hangry. Beef, on the other hand, I don't want to brag that it's so delicious. I feel bad about it, but it's just so satisfying. That's the thing. It's just like when you bite it, you're just like, oh, there it is. Like, there it is. There's the nutrients I've been lacking. There's the building blocks that I need. And I stop eating when I'm full. I'm eating like 2,000 calories maybe. And it's just like, I feel the hunger signal switch off finally. It's like, oh yeah, I'm done. I've had enough. I don't feel the need to finish my entire bowl of whatever it is. It's like, okay, I'll put that in the fridge. I'll have that tomorrow. It's like, no big deal. It's so satisfying. It really is. And I don't want to push it on you. I don't even want to push it on you. But if you're struggling with that gut, this is like a reset, and it works. It does work. I'll probably write an ebook about it because I feel so damn good. It's ridiculous. This sun is getting brighter than the vegan light trying to burn me. That's better. I'm trying to think of some negatives to the diet, but if I'm being honest with you, there's nothing that's like game changing. Like the initial adaptation phase, I was like tired a lot and nauseous, but my gut balanced. Like my breath was terrible for the first couple weeks, but now I've developed new bacteria that eat that and take it away or something. I don't know how it happens, but my breath was terrible. And I do smell good though. I don't fully understand it. It's not as good as the fruit forest that I used to have. So like that's one downside. I don't smell as good as I used to. But I thought it would be much worse. But I'm having like 1 or 2 bowel movements a day. Things are easier. They're not perfect, but there's no pain. It's like things are happening. Things are moving with no fiber. That's the weirdest thing of it all. It's like, I used to try animal products here and there because I didn't feel good on the vegan diet, and I would get pain from it. But every single time I ate animal products, I made it with this huge amount of vegetables because I was like, well, you have to do that to help push it through. I was scared to just have the meat, so I'm always having a giant bowl of broccoli or a salad with it. And yeah, I would get pain from that, and I would think, oh no, it was that salmon, even though I was getting pain all the time. So just getting rid of the fiber has changed my life. I'm trying to think of more negatives because I like to share both sides of the story here. I still get the odd zit right in between here. My liver can't be too happy with all this animal fat. So I definitely get some of that. I mean, the animals die. That sucks. I don't like that at all, but animals die for every single food that you eat. Tons are dying for grains, the little ones. Lots more lives if you're a speciesist. It's like one cow, how long would that last me? One life, a year, maybe 6 months or something. To eat like wheat and oatmeal for a year? How many little squirrels and mice and birds get trapped? Really slow birds that see that tractor coming, they're like, oh no, we should fly. He's getting close, Larry. Why can't I'm frozen in fear? But animals are dying for every food you eat. Vegetables picked, you're picking insects and then they get refrigerated and they're like, oh no, we're going to sleep. You ever get some lettuce with a bug that like slowly awakens back to life and he's like, where the hell have I been? Halfway across the world. Trying. I'm reaching here with these conclusions, but it doesn't change my love for animals. If I have to eat meat to get healthy, that has nothing to do with me loving animals. It's like, I still love them. It sucks that I have to kill some to feel good, but I do, at least for right now. That doesn't change me loving animals and appreciating them, and I'm very appreciative for my meal. I'm always like praying over it, thanking you. I'm so sorry, little cow. I'm so sorry. I'll try to get away from this, but it is healing me for now. It's a short-term thing, and I cannot even guarantee that it's healthy. I cannot. My cholesterol's probably raising up. I'll get blood tests and I'll share them with you, but we're just doing what we have to do here. And it's working. It's finally working. I've tried so many different diets over the years, and it's always, I'm using my discipline to stick to it. It's like when I do the juice fast, 13 days in, I wanted to die at day 7, but I kept doing it even though I'm having diarrhea every like 5 minutes. People are saying, go the distance, bro. It's like I was dead in my soul. Diarrhea all day. I was so dehydrated and just wasting away. I talked to John Rose on the phone and he couldn't get me out of it. He's like, you should break this thing. It's like, and then all his followers like, go the distance, bro. You don't even know what you're talking about. He told me to break it. He's like, try some psyllium husk. If that doesn't slow things down, just break it. Try again. Although I never did try again. Actually, I did a few days later. I was like, we're doing it again. No, this is terrible. Same thing's happening. Help me. But every diet I've tried, I've had to exercise some form of discipline. It's like, yeah, this isn't very good. I feel I'm craving something. I don't feel good. I'll do it if I'm being healthy. If I'm getting healthy, okay, I can stick with this. This is the first time where it's just like there's zero effort required. So my plan is to do this for like a couple months, not adding in anything else. I just added a fish oil. I actually want to bombard my brain with it. My deficient vegan brain. I feel so stupid over the years. My mind just doesn't work. And I'm just like, let's try it. Let's just get the DHA back in there. Even though I was taking vegan DHAs, they're 10 times the cost. They're low in EPA. They're only high in DHA, and they're not high at all. You got to take like 10 pills to get a good amount. A naturopath told me that you need 1,000 milligrams of EPA to start getting the anti-inflammatory effects. And that's hard to do on a vegan DHA supplement. You might have to take half a bottle. It's going to cost you a fortune. So that's the plan. Heal the gut up completely. And then I don't even know what food I would want to add back. I don't know if it should be a vegetable. I like the low carb thing because I don't like those sugar cravings and just the blood sugar swings. I feel so much better and balanced on a fat-based diet. So it would have to be either just a vegetable for micronutrients or some kind of nut to get some calories and then start reducing the animal consumption. So like it would be macadamia nuts or something. The avocados suck out here. That's unfortunate. So heal the gut and then we'll see what I can tolerate. And that is it. I'm not gonna eat meat on camera like an asshole. I respect that you don't want to see it. I understand that some vegans are pissed. The ethical vegans, they don't want to see me even talk about health. Oh, how could you? You're a sellout. I understand it, but it's like, to me, it's like saying I'm not going to listen to music from a meat eater. No. I'm not going to watch a movie. There were all meat eaters there. The director ate meat. Like all your favorite movies are from meat eaters. Some of the best people in the world are meat eaters. Let's just try to create a society of love and happiness, you son of a bitch. No animals are gonna die by you watching the videos. They're not just gonna start dropping. You're not contributing to animal cruelty. It's just, I'm challenging your belief system and people don't like that. You wanna believe. You just, like, vegans want to watch other vegans thriving, and then if they're not thriving, it's like, no, I'm not looking at that. It's like, yeah, it's good to challenge your belief system and see what are the alternatives. We have to find out, like, why are people struggling on the vegan diet? How do we fix it? We can fix it by paying attention to the other side. What are the paleo guys doing? Why are they getting better too? What's going on? You can't just, oh my God. No, you did not heal. One thing I used to think whenever I saw an ex-vegan eat meat and say they felt better, I was like, that's just the hormones you're running off. It's the growth hormone in the cow. It's not, you weren't lacking anything, you're just dumb. That was my own theory, and that is just pure hippie shit. I felt like shit for the first 2 weeks. There was no hormones helping me. I was exhausted. And it wasn't until I adapted and started burning the fat did my energy come back. And now it's phenomenal. I can go anywhere and never run out of energy. It's like, wow. So take that. And it's not necessarily that the meat is healing me. It's just avoiding all the allergens and fibers what's healing me. So yes, I could get results on a water fast, but that's difficult as shit. I'm already skinny. I will attempt it. I will revisit it because fasting seems so much easier now. I bet I could go a few days and not freak out. So my body's used to eating meat. It'll just eat meat and I'll be fine. So we'll try that, but it's the avoidance of the problem that helps. And fasting or eating the foods that don't bother you will help you heal. What do these even mean? It seems sexual. Okay, so I think that's about it. I think that's it. This is what we're doing. I'm not super proud of it, but it's getting hard to feel bad just how good I feel. It's like it's getting hard to feel sorry and be like, oh, I'm sorry, vegans. I feel so good. These people, the vegans are shouting at me so angrily. It's like, oh, you're doing this. It's like, I feel amazing. What's your problem? It's like, relax. We need happy, healthy human beings. That should be our focus. Getting the world happy and healthy. I just made that video. The animals aren't gonna save the world. No chicken is gonna make your life better. We need happy, healthy humans. If we can do that on a vegan plan, awesome. But let's try to stop the fighting. It's not just the vegans, it's the vegans shouting, and then it's the meat eaters shouting back. Let's just get together. Eat what you gotta eat to be healthy. And let's be nice to each other, you assholes. So, we're done. We're done here. Thanks for watching. Consider giving the video a thumbs up if you liked it. Thumbs down if you want everybody to suffer as long as they're vegan, you vegan assholes. And the medias, you don't think a vegan can be healthy? Thumb it down. We can all be healthy. It's just some of us have to take strange routes to health. There's nothing wrong with that. So I think we're done. Subscribe for more videos. I'll see you in the next one. You're still here? I will try not to go on an anti-vegan tirade either. I probably have some things that I want to get off my chest, but I'll keep it balanced. I'm aware that there's healthy vegans, but you have to be aware that there's healthy meatias too. Let's have health orgies.